My name is Ruby Lena, and if you guys are new to my channels, yes, I have channels with an S on the end. I have a gaming channel and a shop channel also. But this is going to be my technically second but official first video to my book channel, and this is going to be my TBR for May. So I got quite a stack here, and we're already almost through May, which shouldn't be a problem for me, but it is a problem for me. So I haven't even gotten any of the books I have on my TBR for May read yet, but here we are making this video. So we're just gonna hop right into it. We're going to start off with this one. This is The Terminal List by Jack Carr. I actually had the amazing moment of meeting Jack Carr on the 15th this month, and I'm about this far into it. So far his writing is absolutely phenomenal, and I am quite enjoying it. I will leave you guys updates for this for any other upcoming videos I do. So this is the first one on my TBR for May. Hopefully I can get this done soon, because it's not that thick of a book and I really want to get through some of these other books for my TBR for May. Alrighty, the second book on my TBR is The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. I barely know anything about this book. All I know is what it says on the back of this book, and I'm so excited to read it. Okay, it sounds so interesting, and it sounds like it would be right up my alley. So this is the second book I'm going to read after The Terminal List, and I'm so excited for it. I'll probably do a reading vlog for this book right here, and I'm so excited. So that's the second one on my TBR for May. The third book for my May TBR is going to be House of Furies by Madeleine Roux. I love this author, okay? I love this author. I first read one of her books when I was, I want to say, around 15. And I have been meaning to get back into reading some of her other books, like this beauty right here. So I can't wait to start this. I first read Asylum, my copy of Asylum, back when I was 15, 15, and I love it. It is still one of my favorite books because it's a part of the horror genre, and I do absolutely adore it. So yeah, my third book for my May TBR is House of Furies, which I am so excited for. I also may do a reading vlog for this, or I'll do a reading vlog of The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle and this one all in one video, but we'll see. But with that being said, let's see here, which one's my fourth one? My fourth book is going to be The Encyclopedia of Fairies by Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and by Heather Fawcett. I have heard very little about this book. I don't really exactly know what it's about. All I know is it looks like diary entries, and in like the actual, looks like this one right here, December 25th. And I really want to read this. Like, I've been eyeing this for a while. Plus, look how pretty the gosh dang cover is. Right up my aesthetic and alley. And yeah, I cannot wait to read this. I also apologize, I do have a fan running in the background. It's quite hot where I live, and we need the extra airflow. So I apologize for that. I also apologize for my voice. I've been going back and forth from having a cold and such. So yeah. Anyways, this is my fourth book for my TBR for May. My 5th book is going to be The Priory of the Orange Tree. This is a chunky boy, okay? It smells good, first of all. But I really want to read this book. I have, again, barely heard anything about this book. And I really want to read it. It was one of the books that I found at an old bookstore from where I used to live, and I really want to read it. I know it's very popular, but there's a dragon on it. It's really thick. It's literally half the size of my face, if not more. And I really can't wait to read this. This one I'll also probably do a read along with me, or a reading vlog. There we go. That's the name. With this one, because I feel like I'm absolutely going to adore it. So yeah, that's all my TBR for whichever series are in this haul. I am going to probably read them all together. So I have more books on my TBR than just these because some are series. But oh well, we'll watch it go down all together. Anyways, my 6th book on my May TBR is The Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Moreno Garcia. I watched one of Hannah, a Clockwork Reader videos, and she really liked this book, and I wanted to give it a shot because it seemed like it would be right up my alley because I'm just that type of person and that type of aesthetic. And yeah, Gothic, I mean, it has Gothic in the name. How can I not read it? But I've also barely have no idea what this book is about either. Very boring TBR video, I know, I'm sorry. Hopefully my next ones will be better. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this. I might add this one to Evelyn Hardcastle and House of Furies in the same video as that one, because these are in no particular order except for the first 4, which is fine. Hold on, it's trying to knock over. Okay. Next on my TBR for May is going to be some classics. So we're gonna start off with Bram Stoker's Dracula and Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. I haven't read any classics really that much. I read Pride and Prejudice. That's the only real classic I've ever actually read, I think. So yeah, these 2 classics are on my TBR. I freaking am in such a gosh dang horror mood that I so want to just read some horror books, and might as well go back to the classics. So I'm very excited to read these, and yeah, and I also love my version of my copy of Frankenstein because it's very pretty. Anyways, moving on. Next, we have Six of Crows by Lee Bardugo. I hope I'm not butchering the names too much. I've been wanting to read this for forever. It's been in my TBR since I was like 13, 14, whenever this book came out. And it got popular back then. It's just been a part of my TBR, and I really just need to read it because I know I'm gonna love it. And yeah, nothing else to say about this. It's a 2-book series. This is on my TBR for me, so I can finally get it done. And the next one is Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. I did read the back of this one when I bought it. I can't exactly remember what it's about, but I mean, Daughter of the Pirate King. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I needed to pick this up and try it out. I mean, it seems like it would just be right up my alley. Looks like a really easy read. And yeah, I thought I'd try this out for this month as well. I'm in a very fantasy horror type of mood, if you can tell. Next is The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. I picked this up quite a while ago. I can't remember when I picked it up, but I did pick it up from the library. And I did not finish it, and then I bought an actual physical copy of it, and I still haven't read it, so... Well, I haven't read it all the way through. I love the movie, and that's how come I picked up the book. And then I read most of the book, and then I didn't finish the book, so now I'm going to finish it this month, hopefully. If not, then it will be a part of my TBR for next month. But we're gonna hope I can read a lot of these books this month. Anyways, moving on. My next book on my TBR is Neon Yang, The Black Tides of Heaven. I bought this at an amazing bookstore up in Portland. It's called Powell's Books, and it is an entire block-wide bookstore. It is one of my favorite bookstores, and I hope to visit it again soon. So, the reason why the bookmark is in here is because I did start reading it, but I never finished it. Because I started reading it on the trip, which, while we were on the trip, I was in the middle of reading Harry Potter, but I accidentally left that at home, which was heartbreaking. So I started reading this, and then I stopped reading it when we got back because I started reading Harry Potter again. So now I'm gonna just restart it and read it again. That's a lot of information, I know. But yeah, this is going to be the next one on my TBR. I do have another book that I'm going to add to my TBR as well. It's called Finder Seekers. Either way, it's a brain, please. Anyway, it's a Stephen King book, and like I said, I'm in a very horror-esque type of mood. And I believe I got that one from either my 16th or my 17th birthday. And I still haven't read it, and I really, really want to. I'd love to read some of Stephen King's work. So, yeah, that is my TBR for May. Like I said, the top 4, well, no, more like the top 5 I'm really interested in reading is The Terminal List by Jack Carr, The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, House of Furies, Encyclopedia of Fairies, and The Priory of the Orange Tree. I may also add a few more books to my TBR if I get them. I would also love to read The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I read The Night Circus and I absolutely adored that. Absolutely adored it. And I so badly want to read The Starless Sea. So if I get The Starless Sea at any point during these books, I'll most likely pick that one up first. Highly recommend The Night Circus. Even if it's not your cup of tea, I suggest that you still try it out because it's absolutely phenomenal. I love that book. The other book I am also wanting to get, sorry, my brain's having lagging issues. Anyway, the next book I would also love to get is another Madeleine Roux book. I can't remember what it's called. Give me just a second to see if I can look it up. Her new book, The Book of Living Secrets, I really want to read that too. So if I also get that book at any point during this month, I am also probably going to pick that up as well because I'm very interested in reading it. Like I said, Madeleine Roux is one of my favorite authors, and yeah, I would absolutely love and adore to have to read that book as well. But I don't have those in physical copies, and I'm much of a physical copy reading type of person. There's also another book I would also love to read that would be added to my TBR if I bought it as well, and that is The Conspiracy of Alchemists. I do not have a physical copy of that either, which I would love to, but I do own it on Amazon Reads. So you never know, maybe I'll pick it up and read it on there. But yeah, that is it for my May TBR, plus the 3 other books that I may or may not read this month. Altogether, that is 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that is 13 books. It would be 16 if I added the other 3 books. And yeah, I think that is quite a good start for me trying to get back into reading, because I absolutely miss it. I used to read so much more back in my early teens, and then through my later teens I kind of just dropped it, and I miss reading, so we're gonna get back into it. But yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys liked my first booktube video. If you did, I would love it if you stuck around, hit the subscribe button, maybe leave a little like for me. I'd highly appreciate it. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see all of you in the next one. Bye bye.